Good afternoon and good morning to those of you out west. Welcome to today's democast from Construction Canada and Modern Arc. My name is Farheen. I'm the Associate Editor for Construction Canada, and I'll be moderating today's presentation. Just to cover a few housekeeping items before we get started, if you have any questions during today's democast, please enter them using the Q&A section, which you can find at the bottom of your Zoom window. We will address as many questions as possible at the end of the presentation. Zoom does have a raise hand function, but since we'll be keeping everyone's mics muted, only use the Q&A instead. If you're experiencing any technical difficulties during the democast, you can enter a message in the chat, which you'll find right next to the Q&A, and we'll do our best to help. Today's democast is also being recorded and will be available on Construction Canada's website by this time next week. Now, I'd like to introduce our speaker, Mike Brown. Mike is the sales manager for Modern Arc Building Products. He oversees sales and dealer relations for Modern Arc's decking products. Mike brings more than 15 years of experience in real estate and residential construction. Having built Redline Properties, Inc., while managing multiple successful joint ventures, Mike led a province-wide team of 55 agents. With a knack for understanding what people truly need and a love for finding positive solutions, he is excited to introduce Exterpark to the Canadian market. Exterpark is a revolutionary screwless decking system, allowing for easy leveling and board installation. Its ability to float over a finished surface makes it the perfect solution for balconies, rooftops, or covering uneven stone patios. Originating in Spain in 1995, it is available in more than 50 countries and has stood the test of time in many diverse environments. Mike, we appreciate you joining us today. Please take it away.
Excellent. Thanks so much for the introduction, and I'm very happy to be here to present today. I wanted to extend a huge thank you to Construction Canada for the opportunity to get this incredible product in front of everybody. I am here representing Modern Arc Building Products, where we pride ourselves on curating building materials with a modern design aesthetic to the Canadian marketplace. Today, I'm going to be introducing the Exterpark decking system. We believe Exterpark is a revolutionary product. It's new to the Canadian marketplace. It will reinvent how decks are imagined and installed here. Here's a quick walkthrough of our agenda today. I'll be giving a brief history of Exterpark. I'll be going over the key features of the decking system, the installation process, some Canadian market insights. I'll go over a great case study. I will talk to you about the maintenance and durability of the product. We'll then dive into a competitive analysis, followed by a vast array of design options and sustainability practices, the Exterpark warranty, our partnerships and collaborations, followed by a beautiful inspiration gallery of past projects, and finishing off with an opportunity to take part in some Q&A. So, Exterpark was developed in a family-run business that was founded in Barcelona, Spain in 1977. This means its roots are backed by almost a half a century of experience with both interior and exterior flooring. Some very famous architects have taken notice and made use of the product, such as Canadian-born contemporary architect Frank Gehry, who was named by Vanity Fair the most important architect of our age. Some other notable architects that have completed projects using the product are Jean Nouvel, Santiago Calatrava, Norman Foster, and GSA Arquitectos. Most recently in Canada, the Toronto Construction Association took notice and awarded Exterpark third prize in Most Innovative Product category at the Toronto Building Show in 2023. And I believe the article was just published on that 2 days ago. So getting into the key features here, I'd like to start from the ground up. The structure that Exterpark is built on is incredibly durable. It's easy to install and to level, creating virtually a foolproof system. The shims and pedestals are used as the foundation. They allow the system to be placed on uneven surfaces, which can be leveled easily without any additional preparation. You can go from 2 inches to 36 inches in height, varying from pedestal to pedestal. So it's worth noting that 36 inches can also be exceeded with some additional surface preparations. This can be extremely beneficial when working on uneven surfaces at ground level or on sloped rooftop terraces. When installing on a rooftop membrane, the pedestals are typically attached using an adhesive, and it is important to make sure that the adhesive is compatible with the varying membrane materials that are used in the marketplace today, and also compatible with the polyurethane pedestals. Once the pedestals are placed, adding the aluminum joists and leveling the structure is quite literally a snap. The magnet clip is an amazing innovation. It's actually stronger than a traditional screw. It has excelled in durability testing with over 2 million impact cycles. The magnet clip itself is rated to withstand 330 kilometer per hour uplift. And then once the entire system is tied together, the weight of the decking structure can withstand Miami-Dade specifications. Most importantly, for the Canadian climate, the POM thermoplastic works with and not against our extreme climate fluctuations. The magnet clip's secret formulation combines two types of polyoxymethylene, a thermoplastic component widely used in the automotive industry. So it's designed to withstand -40 up to +90 degrees Celsius on a regular ongoing basis. The system is 100% accessible with the ability to replace any board in the field. So this incredible feature can be used to access or maintain anything behind or beneath the surface. You can quickly replace boards that have been damaged or exposed to irreparable damage. Imagine being able to adjust or level the system with ease. So if you had any ground sag or anything like that, you can simply remove some boards, readjust the system, and be back to level in no time at all. It also will allow you to repair or maintain a roofing membrane and have the ability to create hidden access panels throughout the system if you wanted to be able to reach utilities or similar items underneath. The hidden drainage gap is an incredible feature. It gives a finished look similar to an interior between the cracks. It allows for great drainage and ventilation. This innovation gives the most elegant look for an exterior decking surface that I know of, and it's a huge benefit in both residential and commercial applications. So at a time when we're facing skilled trade shortage in Canada, the innovative system makes the installation process so easy. It's a massive time saver. As I mentioned earlier, you prep the surfaces, you place the pedestals, and you level the aluminum joists. Now next, you simply lay out your boards. You place in the blocker insert, which is shown on the slide here with the pointy portions on it. You slide them into the track, and they will increase the stability of the system while limiting the linear expansion of the boards. You twist the clips into place, and then you lock the boards with the clips, and you repeat that process until the system is complete. I will gladly go deeper into the install process in the QA portion if anybody has any further questions on it, but it is pretty self-explanatory. So we'll move on to the Canadian market insights here. As I'm sure everyone watching the demo cast is aware, Canada is way behind in hitting its housing targets. As a country, we're focused on protecting our farmlands and intensifying our urban populations. More than ever, architects and designers are coming up with new and attractive ways to utilize rooftop terraces and balconies in high rises and stacked townhouses alike. So this product is a perfect match. The speed of construction is incredibly important, and it's imperative that we utilize as many engineered systems as possible to minimize the need for skilled labor and achieve this country's building targets. So as we were preparing this presentation, I wanted to make sure that I provided a case study that shows exactly how durable the product is. Exterpark was selected and installed in Hong Kong's newest high-speed train station in West Kowloon. The station receives about 80,000 passengers per day. So to give that some perspective, Union Station in Toronto sees about 200,000 per day. Not quite as many at the Hong Kong one, but certainly tons of wear and tear gets put onto the product. Exterpark was used not only as the decking system, but also to transform the entire space by including bespoke benches and lighting to create a uniform look and feel. And this station opened in September 2018. So it's had quite a few years of wear and tear, and Exterpark has been holding its own there with minimal signs of any damage or wear and tear. So getting into the durability in varying climates. Similar to most high-end composite products, Exterpark is easy to clean. It will last for years and years. The wood options on the system last as long as they would in any standard application. There is also the advantage that you can replace any board in the field without disturbing the rest. This provides a simple fix for anything showing any damage or wear. The technical specifications do vary depending on the board selected. So thinking of our slippery winters and our hot summers here in Canada, I'll give you an example using the mid-range Supreme PVC, which has an R11 slip rating, which is great for our Canadian winters. And it stays so much cooler than some of the other options like WPC. So it's also great for our hot Canadian summers. The Exterpark lineup is all extremely UV and stain resistant. And the shortest warranty period that Exterpark has is 10 years. And that goes all the way up to 50 years, depending on the product selected. So in a competitive market analysis, in the market today, we basically have two options for rooftops and balconies, which is composite decking tiles and porcelain pavers on pedestals. Both of these products have their advantages and disadvantages. They are cost-effective, durable, and removable, yet they lack combined advantages of being lightweight, easy to install, and level, along with the ability to clad in both horizontal and vertical applications. Exterpark was designed to combine all these advantages with a huge selection of design options and virtually none of the disadvantages. I'm just going to take a quick peek. It looks like there is a Q&A question here. Oreza Bacarte, how can I get the PowerPoint for this webinar? I can follow up with that after the presentation. So carrying on. Design options. I think this is my favorite part of the system. There's a vast array of design options with 20 plus color and material choices. Depending on the scope and budget, bespoke options are also available directly from the manufacturer. Complex herringbone and chevron patterns can be achieved without adjusting the structure below, just by switching the patented chevron clip. The system can also be used as wall cladding and ceiling cladding, and it can create very beautiful uniform spaces. I've included the next couple of slides here just to show how versatile the applications can be. On the left-hand side, on the pool slide, it shows a hidden access panel here, which I think is incredible. And on the right-hand side, it's just showing it in a vertical application in Washington, D.C. and ePay, but to give some alternatives to traditional bricking. Here, we've got it shown in covering the posts, the eaves, or sorry, the posts, the soffits, and we've got bullnose as well for the corners. On the right-hand side, we've got the bamboo option with some integrated lighting into the soffits. This is a great application on a curved wall. This is in a commercial space in Washington, D.C. It is achieved by using the shorter standard board lengths. Exterpark materials are typically shipped in 72 to 89-inch lengths. And that's for ease of material handling and with the end use in mind. The new tech reel boards, which I'll get to a little later on, do come in 12-foot lengths. However, varying board lengths may be available depending on the application material selections. Here is a perfect example of the chevron clips. You can see them on the top right-hand corner of your screen. They allow for various layout options without the need for intricate framing underneath. Again, it makes a super simple installation and is nice and easy to use. Here on the left, we have an example of Exterpark being used around a pool, showing off the bullnose and fascia. And on the right-hand side, again, it's in a vertical application. You can see the thinner aluminum rails that they are fastening to for the cladding. It allows for great look and circulation in behind the boards. So the Evira factory where Exterpark is produced can make all of your projects look amazing and custom by producing a vast array of bespoke options. So you can have it so everything matches perfectly with your decking, including benches and lighting, anything like that. So nice to have that right from the factory. This is brand new in 2024. The tech reel boards. They have the most realistic possible wood grain look. It's hard to tell from standing at eye level and looking down at it that the grain isn't actually wood. But they do feature a soft polyurethane cap, so they're really comfortable on your feet. And this option does come with a 30-year warranty, and it's in a more modern looking 7-inch wide board. Sustainability. So we're so pleased that Exterpark's sustainability practices are in line with our own beliefs here at Modern Art. Excuse me. Exterpark tech is recyclable and made with recycled materials. The patented magnet clip allows for reusability, relocation of individual boards or the entire system. And because of this innovation, the product does generate LEED credits. Also, all of the natural wood is sourced from FSC managed forests. And last but not least, personally, I found it fascinating just how sustainable bamboo is. It can grow up to 60 centimeters in just one day, which does make it a great choice for our environment as well. I do see a question popping up there, but I'm going to keep going through till I get to the Q&A for that. Warranty. So as you can see here, the manufacturer has a robust warranty ranging between 10 and 50 years, depending on the product selection. Also, due to the modular nature of the system, it is possible to simply replace the affected area without disturbing the rest of the field. Partnerships. So we are very pleased to announce that both these familiar brands, Kiboni and Akoya, are being introduced into the Exterpark ecosystem in 2024. Kiboni has a 30-year warranty against rot, and Akoya has an unbelievable 50-year above ground and 25-year if it's submersed in fresh water. So pretty impressive. And in addition to these proven brands partnering up, this is one of my favorite things, but Exterpark has developed a universal magnet clip, which allows the system to be used with many of the more popular composite decking brands that you're already familiar with here in Canada. So you can use the Exterpark system with a board or brand option that you may have here if you like that design option instead. Here's some famous installations I just wanted to bring together for some inspiration. But in the Burj Khalifa Hotel in Dubai, I included this next slide. If you take a look down at the bottom right-hand corner here, you can see a cracked and damaged concrete patio that they've simply been able to go over top of with the Exterpark system. In the chevron pattern and in a 90-degree pattern. And it certainly has created quite a nice space. Moving on, here in the Iroku timber, which is commonly used as a cheaper alternative to teak, but still looks absolutely fantastic. This is also in Dubai. This one here is one of my favorite ones, just because it can show off the undermount lighting and the uniform finish of the whole surface. matching the benches and the tables. So that's all available right through the factory. Got it here in Herringbone in a private residence in the Netherlands. You can see on the bottom right again, the just straight track system and the herringbone patterns able to be put into place just using the 90-degree chevron clips. A super famous application here on the Aura Skybar. I just love the way the deck looks surrounding the infinity pool. In Chevron at the K11 Museum in Hong Kong in the Exterpark in Herringbone there. Works well to add some depth and elegance to the space. So it's just inset into the concrete tiles around it. Then this one here is probably my favorite just because it makes me want to go to the Maldives and hang out on it. But we see it in a 90-degree application and a herringbone application. And again, that's all on the same straightforward rail system underneath. So no intricate framing needed whatsoever. And basically that's coming to the conclusion of my presentation. So thank you for your time. I am looking forward to the Q&A questions to come through. Also, please don't hesitate to reach out to me anytime directly following the presentation for more information at mike.brown@modernarch.ca, as you can see on the slide here. And if you will be attending the IBS show in Las Vegas this coming week, please feel free to stop by our booth. We'd love to say hi, get some samples in your hands so you can check it out in person and ask any questions that may come to mind after the Q&A section here. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mike, for this excellent presentation. We do have some time for questions now, so just open the Q&A located at the bottom of your Zoom window and post your question. We already do have a few coming in, so let's get started with these. The first question is, can this product be used in a sauna that has high heat?
So we can go up to 90 degrees Celsius in a typical application. I will follow up with our manufacturer to see if that can be exceeded. I don't believe testing above 90 degrees has been done, but I will be able to follow up with an answer on that question.
Thank you. Next question. How are the invisible gaps beneficial?
Well, so the shape of the board makes the gap small enough to allow water to drain through. It stops valuables from falling through. It creates a more functional and stylish look. I think that's pretty much going to cover that one. It creates a very elegant aesthetic.
Thank you so much. We have an audience member who wants to know if you have a project example in British Columbia or Canada.
In British Columbia, we do not. In Ontario, I can say we've got some projects lining up. It is very new to the Canadian marketplace. We do have examples all around the world in Russia, Kazakhstan. So it is, withstand anything that we can throw at it in the Canadian climate as far as hot and cold. But if the person's looking to actually put their hands on it or feel it, it probably is best to get them some samples.
Thank you. Do any of your composite decking boards come without a wood grain appearance?
Without a wood grain appearance? Yes. I'll be happy to send samples as well. If anybody wanted to email again at mike.brown@modernarch.ca, I can provide a full catalog of the board options.
Thank you. And if somebody is trying to inquire about the pricing, where can they refer to?
Same, at mike.brown@modernarch.ca. It is quite competitive with most of the other composite decking products. And also, I'd note that you'd save a ton of time on the install with the ease of use of the system.
Thank you. Are there drain holes in the joist tracks to avoid standing water below the boards?
I do not believe so. And I don't believe that there's been any need for that since Exterpark has come into existence. There has not been an issue caused by a lack of drainage in that system.
Thank you. An audience member wants to know, how is this product marketed across Canada? For example, would there be dealers in BC?
We do have a partner in Kelowna, BC. We are just in chat with them right now to bring the product across the entire country. So, yeah.
Thank you. And are you able to speak on the certifications for its use in Canada?
So we have a ton of European standard certifications, and we are in process of getting Canadian testing done as well.
Thank you. What is the fire rating for this product?
Fire rating, that might have to be one that I will follow up on. I believe it's when you get above the 6 stories, you have to have the 0 combustible ratings. I do believe there are options within the system that meet that. But if whoever's asking that question wants me to follow up with the exact specific, I think it's going to depend on the board type that's used. As like teak or something like that isn't going to have a 0 fire rating, but I do believe there are board options that do.
Thank you so much. Next question, how is expansion and contraction addressed?
So there's the blocker clip that I had shown on, let me see if I can go back to the slide real quick here. Okay, so you can see this blocker clip right here. Basically, you put that in the middle of a board segment, and that limits the amount of linear expansion that takes place on the board, just because it goes 50% one way and 50% the other way. So it kind of locks it in place in that regard. And then the POM clips are designed to hold tight as the temperature fluctuates. So they keep the boards tight while they're expanding and contracting.
Thank you. Following up on the dealership question, how and where can one place an order?
You can reach out to me directly at mike.brown@modernarc.ca. We do have a bunch of material in stock presently in Brantford, Ontario, and we can ship countrywide presently, but we are building the supply chain as we speak.
Thank you. And why are the materials shipped in short lengths?
So they're sent in the shorter lengths, basically with the end use in mind. They're often used on balconies and rooftop terraces, so going through elevator systems, and in that type of application, the shorter lengths are desirable. Also, the aluminum joists are in similar lengths, so the entire system can be packaged and shipped in that smaller size. Depending on the project and the scope, we can provide longer board lengths if needed.
Thank you. And what does the shipping timeline look like? How long would it take for an order, say, to get to BC?
To get to BC, well, it depends on if we have it in stock in the Brantford warehouse presently, or if we are going to bring it in direct from the manufacturer in Spain. I would say the max lead time would be 12 weeks, but certainly shorter for what we've got in stock presently.
Thank you. Can the panels be made to certain curvature?
So there are, it depends on how, it depends on what your use is. If you're thinking like a kidney pool or something like that, I would think a bespoke option for the edging of the pool would be brought into place, and then the boards would end up being cut to meet the inside of the bull nose.
Thank you so much. And the last question I can take here is, how is Exterpark different from competitors in the rooftop terrace space?
Well, most of the competitors are limited to like options that can only be used on a horizontal surface. They're limited in design options. Like I'm thinking the heavier porcelain pavers that take a little bit more time to level, and they're going to be heavier, increasing the roof load capacity. So yeah, I guess there's just more options available for style, design, cladding on all surfaces, and staying nice and light and being removable.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Mike, and thank you to everyone who joined us today. That was all the time we had for questions. If you need to reach out with any additional questions, Mike's contact information is currently up on the screen. Just a reminder before everyone leaves, if you would like to rewatch today's presentation or share it with a colleague, we'll be emailing the link to the recording to everyone who registered for the democast within a week, so keep an eye out on your inbox. Finally, after you shut down Zoom, you'll be taken to a survey to provide feedback on your experience today. Please take a moment to complete the survey as it helps us to continue to serve your needs in the future. On behalf of Construction Canada and Modern Arc, thank you again for joining us and enjoy the rest of your day.